You are listening to Radioactive 90.4 megahertz. Get active.
Hello, this is Preeti. The Preeti Bhuyan talk show is a platform to speak out your mind. I feel every person has something wonderful and unique inside their mind which may be worth listening and it may be motivate or inspire others. Preeti's talk is about fitness, inspiration, motivation, sharing knowledge and celebrating womanhood. Stay tuned, stay connected. This is Preeti with loads of love. This is Preeti from the Preeti Bhuyan Talk Show. And today our special guest is Roshni Rai. Roshni is a lawyer by profession and she runs an organization called Run with Roshni Foundation. She is a runner, she is a motivation, she is an inspiration for all of us. Let us know from Roshni itself what she wants to share with us.
It is actually run with Roshni Foundation. It was in 2011. I did a leadership course from Landmark Worldwide.
Okay.
And first course is Landmark Forum. It was just 3 days, 3.5 days course. Then I liked it so much. I went to do advanced course, and the third course was self-expression and leadership course, in which I had to take a project which is close to my heart and it should benefit my community.
Okay.
So by then I had started running marathons.
Okay.
So running was close to my heart, and through running I started thinking, how can I do some project which would help me benefit my community.
Okay.
So looking at myself, I was never a sports person, but growing up in hills had lots of benefits. So I could run from starting from 10-kilometer half marathon, then ultra marathon, and longest distance I have done is 100 kilometers. So I thought if I start supporting young kids from the right age, they have a potential to become world-class runner. So that's how this Run with Roshni project was started. And the name how I kept was empowering kids from hills of Darjeeling and Kalimpong, especially Gorkha kids who are genetically very strong people, empowering them. Empowerment means Roshni.
Okay.
And enlightening people who used to keep on asking me in Mumbai, from which country I am from.
Okay.
Educated people who would ask me politely from which country I am from. And if I say I'm Indian, they would ask me what is my mother tongue. And whenever I say it's Nepali, they would ask me again if I'm from Nepal. So there is not much awareness how Nepali speaking people are Indian.
Okay.
So to enlighten the people, who don't know.
Or maybe people feel that you are not the part of India.
That's right. Yeah, Nepali is already recognized under the Constitution of India, but still people are not aware that, Nepali speaking people can also be Indian. So enlightenment is also Roshni. So empowering Gorkhas and enlightening people who don't know about the Gorkha community. So this is Roshni. So Run with Roshni. That's how I gave the name to my project.
Okay.
So from 2012, I started supporting runners from Darjeeling and Kalimpong to run half marathons in Mumbai.
Okay.
So 12, 13, we just supported, selected some runners and took them to run marathons in Mumbai. So from 2014, I started the process of registering Run with Roshni Foundation as a charity trust in Mumbai itself.
Okay.
So now it's a registered charity trust, Run with Roshni Foundation.
Right.
So that's how it started.
I want to ask something about Roshni now. How she started her career. I know that you were there in busiest city in Mumbai. Then how you plan to go back to Kalimpong again, right? You went back. I just want to know who is Roshni? Who is Roshni Rai?
Okay. Yeah, I'm by profession, I'm advocate. I went to Mumbai in 2004 to do masters in law from Mumbai University.
Okay.
And while doing masters, I was working in a legal firm, Krishna and Saurashtra. I worked there for 3 years. Then I got a job in Colgate as its legal executive. And I worked with Colgate for almost 7-8 years.
Okay.
And then I think 2014 I quit my job in Colgate and started writing a book.
Okay.
And it got published from Mumbai in 2015.
Oh,
My book's title is From the Mountain to the Ocean.
okay.
And 16 and 17, I traveled a lot with my book all across India, almost 20 cities. I
Mm-hmm.
traveled with my book.
Okay.
Then I thought of coming back to my native place in Kalimpong. And from last year, 2018, I started again my law practice in District Court of Kalimpong. So now I'm now back to my native place, and I'm practicing law here and supporting this runners through Run with Roshni Foundation to run
Okay.
marathons and all these things right now I'm doing.
My
Yeah.
next query,
Mm-hmm.
what is your personal achievement? Because I know that you also have done long run, many runs you have done. So
Mm.
wanted to know your personal achievement on running or towards
Running.
the fitness.
Okay. Yeah, I was never a sports person, never into any kind of sports during my school days.
Hmm.
I ran my first half marathon when I was already 27 years old. From
Okay.
27 years old only, I started running long distances. So I ran half marathon, then full marathon, 42 kilometer. Then I started running ultra marathons. I was training under the my coach Daniel Vach. He's from Mumbai.
Okay.
So I ran a 50-kilometer in Bangalore ultra marathon, then a 75 kilometer again, and I ran Comrades marathon of 89 kilometer, which one has to complete in 12 hours. Completed that in 11 hours 50 minutes. And my
Uh-huh.
parents also had come with me to South Africa. And before finishing before touching the finish line of Comrades marathon, my parents gave me India's flag, and with India's flag in my hand, shouting Jai Gorkha Jai Hind, I
Mhm.
completed 11 hours 50 minutes, which
Okay.
I feel is the biggest achievement, personal
It
achievement of
is, and I can say
yes,
we are really proud of Roshni Rai today. That's really
yeah.
wonderful. You have done so much actually.
Thank you so much. And this Comrades Marathon's history is like, the founder, the Vic Clapham,
Hmm.
he was an ambulance driver in the First World War. So,
Okay.
as ambulance driver, he could help some of his comrades, and many comrades he couldn't help in battlefield. So after war was over, he thought of doing something for the comrades. That's how he started this Comrades Marathon, and he had told that
Hmm.
while running 89 kilometer, we will at least
Hmm.
experience 10% of the pain which soldiers go through in the battlefield. So when
Okay.
I got to know about the history, I read about the history of Comrades Marathon in website. I thought of going there and running, and dedicate this as a tribute to all the Gorkha soldiers who have sacrificed their life for Mother India. So
Right.
as a tribute for all the Gorkha soldiers, I went there and I ran this Comrades Marathon, and it was really very amazing experience for me. And I feel that is the biggest achievements for me, personal achievement for me, going and running the Comrades Marathon.
Yes, that's really
Yeah.
wonderful. And I
Mm.
know that you have started a slogan. Can you
Yes.
say something about that?
Oh, okay. Yes. This slogan, whenever our team, Run with Roshni, go and run any marathon, we wear a T-shirt with slogan, "We are Gorkhas, proud to be Indian."
Proud to be
And
Indian.
I yeah. When I was in Mumbai, I have heard many people using the term Gorkha to as a synonymous of, security guard. They would
Okay.
security guard maybe from any
From
other,
any, yes, any
yeah,
states, any
but they would
cities
they would
maybe.
call them Gorkha. And I
Yes.
used to get so hurt, and just to bring the awareness that Gorkha is a community of brave people. World War and Second World War, Gorkhas had earned so much of name because of their bravery.
Okay.
But now people are using Gorkha term to guard.
Maybe it's a lack of knowledge. People feel
Right.
Gorkha means
Yes.
only security.
Right, right. That's why this slogan, "We are Gorkhas and proud to be Indian." We speak Nepali, and but there is very less awareness that this land, Darjeeling, Kalimpong, this land was part of Nepal. Along with the land, our ancestors become was
Hmm.
this land was annexed to India by Britishers. So
Okay.
we became part of India along with our land, and we speak Nepali, and we are so proud to be Indian. And so many Gorkhas have sacrificed their life for Mother India while safeguarding Mother India. But
Okay.
still, we have to keep on. explaining how we are Indian. We have to give an introduction. Like I had so many incidences in Mumbai. Like
Okay.
when I went to do admission in Mumbai University, I was standing in a queue, and the person in the counter looking at me, he's saying, "Ki international students admission is already closed." And I said, "I'm Indian." And I had to explain him that, I am Indian there.
Indian.
And we have to keep on explaining that we are Indian. And it
Okay.
really, like, it really pinches us. We really feel bad, like, when we have to keep on explaining how we are Indian.
Right.
So through running, like, by organizing Kalimpong half marathon and all, many people are coming to participate in Kalimpong half marathon also. And we are also taking many runners to different cities. And by getting good results in marathon, we are getting to speak to medias. Like, today also we are getting to talk through radio. Thank you so much for this opportunity. That's how we are trying to bring more and more awareness about the people who are staying in Kalimpong and Darjeeling, about Gorkhas in India. So that is what we are trying to do through Run with Roshni Foundation and by running marathons.
Superb.
Everywhere, like, people who just look at me, I have a chinky eyes and, like, Mongolian look, and people would assume me by looking at me if I'm from China or Hong Kong
Or maybe
some
other
other
countries.
foreign countries. Yeah. And I have to keep on explaining how I'm Indian. So
Right.
that's why this slogan, like, we want to take this slogan to all the marathons. Like through running, we want to spread the message that we are Gorkhas, proud to be Indian.
Proud to be Indian. It's very nice, right?
Yeah,
So
thank you.
now, as a part of India, as you said, many people ask you that
Yeah.
people don't even know that you are the part of India. Can
Yeah.
you share little of your culture? How
Yeah.
you describe Kalimpong on your word?
Okay, yeah, Kalimpong, it is a very beautiful city, very beautiful place. It has historically very important place because when there were Silk Route was operational while entering from China, Kalimpong was the major commercial like a place. Lots of business used to happen here in Kalimpong. And
Okay.
here, like maximum people are Nepali speaking people, Bhutia people, Tibetan people are also there, and lots of Marwaris because of the business they are settled here. And but everybody speaks Nepali here,
Oh.
and we are very close to Bhutan, China also Sikkim. We are like border with Sikkim, Nepal, and Bangladesh is also very close by. But
Okay.
when we are like here, life is very comfortable. Weather is so good throughout throughout the year. It's not very cold in winter also, and summer we don't need fan also. But because of global warming, it's becoming little hot, but it's still very comfortable place than any other city.
So,
Thank you.
I mean, how many runner you support in a year? How many runner you select through Run with Roshni Foundation to go for major runs in different cities?
Yes. Right now, we have 20 runners in our team, but every year we select 6 runners to the team. We
Okay.
organize Kalimpong Half Marathon on 1st May. Since 2015, we are organizing Kalimpong Half Marathon.
Okay.
In that, whoever comes in first, second, third position boys, first, second, third position girls, we select them to team and we will be supporting them to run Mumbai Marathon. Recently, we have selected the 6 new runners. So
Okay.
they'll be going to run Mumbai Marathon in January 2020. And
So
the
they are
remaining,
already selected. I mean, people
right,
are already
they are
selected.
already selected in the team.
Okay.
And the other runners who went to run Mumbai Marathon in 2019 January, they are there. We did there are almost 20 runners, existing runners. So
Okay.
among them also we keep on doing this trail run of 10 kilometer, and whoever comes first, we did this trail run of 10 kilometer in March. So the girl who came first and the boy who came first are like Sabina and Vikas Bhujel came first, like among girls and boys.
Okay.
So we have selected them to run Program Slam. Program Slam is it starts from TCS Bangalore 10K, then now Airtel Delhi Half Marathon in October maybe. then Calcutta 25 kilometer, and Mumbai Marathon in 2020. So
Okay.
these two runners are selected for these four events. And among remaining runners, we will be having another trial run of 10 kilometer in August.
Okay.
So from that, we will select them to take, like whoever will be coming first among remaining runners, we will support them to run Airtel Delhi Half Marathon. Then,
Okay.
in similar way for Calcutta 25 kilometer, also we will select Mumbai. Also, we will be selecting.
It's
So that
really
way we,
nice.
right. Thank you.
Can you share some of the achievement from Roshni Foundation?
Run with Roshni.
Run with Roshni Foundation. The runners.
Okay. Every event, wherever they are going, we are taking our runners. We are getting the podium finishes. Like recently, on 19th of May, there was a Bangalore TCS World 10K Bangalore. Yeah, we had gone there with five of us had gone there. Two of them came first in their age category. Because Bhujel came first in his age category, and Saraswati Rai came first in her age category, 40 to 45. Sabina came third. Runes Tamang came fourth. And Sabina had won Bombay Navy half marathon.
Right.
In Bombay marathon, there was a 10-kilometer event. Hemant Limbu came first, and
Okay.
in last year's Airtel Delhi half marathon, there was again 10 kilometer for the first time, and Joseph Chetri from my team, he was a winner. So every marathon our team is going, we have a podium finishers without fail.
Hats off to you and your runner.
Yeah,
It's really
thank you so
superb,
much.
right?
In 2013, there was a strike, and we had to take runners for Hyderabad Marathon. We were going to run Hyderabad Marathon. That time I was in Mumbai, and my friend Premika was taking these runners. They had a train on Wednesday, but Monday there was there was no strike. Again, from Tuesday, strike was going to happen. So my friend decided to take all the runners on Monday only to Siliguri, from where they will be catching the train. So she could contact all 10 train runners, and 3 runners she couldn't contact. She
Oh.
tried many times to call them up, but she couldn't contact her. So with 10 runners only, she went to Siliguri. And these 3 runners later on, they got to know about the team leaving for Hyderabad, leaving for Siliguri. So they started walking. So they walked 72 kilometers to reach railway station. They
Oh my
boarded the train.
God.
Yeah, and they traveled 3 days to reach Hyderabad, and but still they did half marathon in 1 hour 23 minutes. These 3 runners were Dilip Subba, Ramesh Tamang, and Binod Tamang. These 3 runners did really good, even after walking 72 kilometers.
Oh, so superb.
Yeah.
That's really awesome.
Yeah,
Right.
and another this thing was recently in 2017. There was 105 days strike in Darjeeling and Kalimpong, the demand of Gorkha land. And
Okay.
during that time, there was a media blackout. No news was going out from Darjeeling and Kalimpong. There was no internet connection. And in August 2017, I had to do registration for Mumbai Marathon. But I got all the documents from all the runners, but from Hemant Subba and from Sevika Rai, I couldn't get their documents. I was trying their number, I couldn't get through. And somehow we sent the message to them, and they got the message. They started walking from their village. They went to, they are from Rimbik, a remote village in Darjeeling. From
Okay.
Rimbik, they walked to Jorthang town in Sikkim, and from Jorthang they came to Malli and then walked up to Kalimpong. They walked 11 hours to reach Kalimpong. They gave their documents, and my friend took it to Siliguri, and I went to Siliguri via Sikkim.
Okay.
So after reaching Siliguri, I did their registration for Mumbai Marathon. It was quite adventurous
Right.
journey for us. Yeah, yeah.
And finally, they take a part in the marathon. They
Yes,
did.
and this news was covered by Midday. I have one friend, Hema, in Midday. she happened to read my post on Facebook, and she took, like, she get a good coverage in her newspaper, which was read by one principal of international school, boarding school in Mumbai. She contacted me and she invited us to her school to share our experiences to her students. And after running Mumbai Marathon 2018, we went to this school, and when our runners shared their experiences of running 11 hours, and when we shared that there was 105 days stretch, Mumbai kids were so surprised. They were telling, we cannot imagine, like, having a track for a day in Mumbai. Like, yeah. So
Right.
it was very, like, interesting interactive session between our runners and these students of Mumbai.
They
Right,
can't
right.
even think maybe it's a busy city from Mumbai.
Yeah, and they
And
are so privileged, like, they were telling, like, we cannot imagine walking 1 hour, like, in Mumbai. As soon as you get down from your building, you will get the auto, Ola cab, like,
all
even
the
if you don't have your
facilities.
own, yeah, even if you don't have your own car, you'll
Right.
get so many, like, things to travel
Vehicle.
by. But
True.
here in these kids from Rimbik village, they were sharing their experience. If they have to go to the town, Darjeeling town, only in the morning they get one vehicle, and evening it will return back to the village. And
Oh.
in between, during daytime, if there is any kind of emergency, they they have to go walking.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Still, your runners are doing superb. I
Okay. Yeah.
wanted to ask you, so how do
Yeah.
you raise fund? How do you help them?
Okay, yeah, it's quite challenging for me, but luckily, like, running community are very supportive. I'm connected with runners from different cities all over India. I get lots of supports from the runners in Bangalore, Mumbai, Kolkata, all over the places. So, like, whenever I have a requirement, like, before taking them for marathon, I will be making the budget, how much it will, like, cost for registration, train tickets, food while traveling, accommodation, all. I make the budget for one runner and I share with all my friends, all, like, on Facebook. Facebook also, we have a page, Run with Roshni. There also I post and I send messages by emails, by WhatsApp and all. So people come forward. Some people will be supporting one runner, or some people suppose me just the registration fee of one runner or the accommodation for one runner. Like that, I'm getting individual supports like this. Yes, and another this thing also we are doing to raise funds, organizing Kalimpong 5 kilometer and 10 kilometer from last year itself. On 16th August, we are organizing this event. Like, in Kalimpong, people say, like, after Delhi, Kalimpong celebrates Independence Day in a very grand way. People buy new clothes for celebrating 15 August, like, Independence Day. So
Oh.
if 15 August, it, like, we don't get the permission for the road, and also 16th August we are organizing this. And the message what we want to give by organizing this event is, like, if you are healthy and if you don't have to depend on anybody, so that's the true way of celebrating Independence Day. So we are, like, inviting all the teachers, school heads, and on all the students to come and participate in our event. And we are approaching the local sponsors for helping us to organize these events. So whatever money, like, last year also we had one runner, Bandana Sood. She placed many of her friends, almost 20,000 rupees she collected from her friends by running 5 kilometer. So
Oh.
that way we are, like, we are giving ideas to runners how they can help to raise funds for foundation. So so these two events are there for, like, we are doing locally to raise funds for Run with Roshni Foundation. And
Okay.
we have got the ATG certificate, and whoever gives us the donation, we can give them tax exemption certificate. So that is
Okay.
also helping us to collect.
Right.
Till now, it is just individual supports from runners all across India. We haven't been able to get corporate support as such, but by individual support only, we are being able to support our runners. And
Supporting
for
the
the
team.
shoes, I recently was talking to one of my friend from Bangalore. In cities, people buy, like, every other month new shoes, and
Okay.
they may not use for like longer period of time. They may use it for 100 200 kilometer only. Then after they will discard, they will buy another shoes and all, and they'll be having good shoes, good condition shoes, many pairs.
The
And in
collection of
our
shoes they
case,
will be
for
having, right?
yeah, and in our like for our runners, buying one pair of shoes in a year is also like quite difficult for me.
Okay.
So so we are thinking to collect whoever gives to wants to give good condition running shoes, we will collect them for our runners for training.
So here
So that
I request listener, if anybody wants to donate some shoes who has a requirement, definitely you can
Mhm.
think or you can connect Run with Roshni Foundation, and it will be
Yes,
really helpful for us.
thank you. Yeah, for raising funds, we have done one charity dinner in Kalimpong in last October.
Okay.
It was very very interesting, lots of learning for us, and we got very good response in Kalimpong. Doma Wang Didi is from Kalimpong, and she's kind of celebrity chef in Calcutta.
Oh,
She came down
okay.
from Calcutta to Kalimpong with one of her friends, Manjilat Fatima, and they cooked. Doma Didi cooked Oriental food like momo and all, and Manjilat cooked biryani and all, which we don't get like authentic biryanis in Kalimpong.
Okay.
So we sold the tickets for 1,000 rupees each, and we thought only like selling 80 tickets will also be a challenge. We were assuming, but we sold more than 80,000 tickets, and after all the expenditure for organizing this charity event, we still have money almost 40,000 in hand. With that money, we could buy running shoes for our runners last year.
What you want to say to our
Uh,
listeners? Roshni, what you want to give a message to our listeners?
Running and it's the best gift you can give to yourself, and to remain healthy, anybody can take out half an hour time daily. So
Right.
if you can take half an spare time for yourself for running, walking and all, it's the best gift you can give to yourself. That's what
Love
I want
yourself.
to say.
You can say
Yeah,
love
love
yourself.
yourself.
If anybody wanted to be associated with your runners or maybe Roshni Foundation, how they can contact you?
Okay, we have a Facebook page, Run with Roshni.
Okay.
So through that, our email is also runwithroshni@gmail.com.
If anybody wanted to know more about Roshni Foundation or maybe want to associate with Roshni Foundation, can connect Roshni Rai on Facebook, or
Yes.
you can mail to Roshni.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
What is your future plan? What you want to do? What is Run with Roshni Foundation has a future plan?
Yeah, our future plan is taking runners to some international marathons as well. Right now, we have only one runner, Runes Tamang. He is only the one who is doing full marathon. Others are below 25 years, and they are running half marathon only. And some of them are around 24 years and all. Once they start running full marathons, I am planning to give them the exposure of international marathons. This one guy, Ramesh Tamang, he ran IDBI Delhi full marathon this year in 2019 in February. Future vision of Run with Roshni is to see Gorkha marathon runners in Olympic marathon and making
Yes.
India proud. That is the main reason which drives me to do this project, Run with Roshni.
Loads of wishes so that one day your dream come true. I
Thank you
always
so
will be
much.
wishing you, yes, I mean, your hard work will pay you one day. Roshni will, I mean, what Roshni has a dream, definitely it will come true one day.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Wonderful to have Roshni with us today, and I am feeling privileged to talk to Roshni. Yes, Roshni is doing something wonderful. Looking forward take a part of Roshni's foundation, Kalimpong Half Marathon.
Always welcome.
This is Preeti from the Preeti Bhuyan Talk Show with Radioactive 90.4 MHz. If you have any suggestion or want to share your own incredible story, you can reach us out on Facebook, Insta, Twitter, and YouTube. Until next time, this is Preeti. Keep listening, keep loving, keep inspiring.
You are listening to Radioactive 90.4 megahertz. Get active.